Do I remember the July Revolution? I assume that this is Big Bird speaking. Okay, Falcon. Of course. How could I ever forget? The chanting, the violence, the smell of gunpowder. The 3 glorious days. Glorious. I didn't know too much about my history, but how did they let the revolution happen? By God. Guess people were really angry. The sleeping city. Okay, here's the Remain. The Remain. I can't believe he's skipping work again. It's a bit deep, don't you think? But whatever. I swear, if I find that moping bird brain at La Canard Joyeux. Ah, finally. Good morning, Falcon. Morning, No, wait. It's 2 in the afternoon. That means the official greeting is... Where the hell have you been, lazy bones? It's far too early for this level of roasting. Past the Cabernet Sauvignon. No way. We've got important business to discuss, and I can't do that if you're half drunk. Mon Dieu, give me a break. I haven't had a good night's sleep since the trial. Something on your mind? Actually, yes. It was what that wolf judge said about a revolution. Sure, that guy was off his rocker. And besides, if we worried about every potential French revolution, we would never get any work done at all, am I right? Yeah, maybe you're right. Worrying doesn't do us any good. Tell me about the important business you wanted to discuss. Oh? Oh yeah, the business. A letter. This one's from the Paris Police Department. Fancy wax seal and everything. Fancy wax seal and everything. It's similar, but you know. There's indeed a fancy seal. Well, go ahead, Sparson. You may have the honors. Alright. Monsieur Falcon, meet me on the rooftop cafe opposite the Place de la Bastille. I have a proposal. Regards, Inspector Valerti. Valerti? That's it. Now terse. Valerti's letter has been added to your evidence folder. Proposal from the inspector. Interesting. Molesting. Do you have any idea what sort of proposal he has in mind? Not a clue. So, are we going to meet him and find out? Might as well. I don't know what sort of proposal the inspector has in mind, but we would be foolish to reject it without even hearing him out. Grab your coat. Alright, no dilly-dallying. I like it. Oh, but before I forget, I need to drop by the hospital at some point. What did you eat this time? No, it's not like that. Well, not entirely. I need to pay for the bill from my last visit. Oh, that's reasonable. Sure, we can pay a visit, but the inspector's call should take priority, I think. A new day? Just to read a letter? Or maybe you drop by the hospital. Oh well. Falcon, what are you doing? Procrastinating. I know I should go to talk to the inspector, but it's so much easier to just do nothing. Here's an idea. Why don't we head to La Canard Joyeux? Grab a bottle of wine and wait for this whole revolution to blow over. For pity's sake, no procrastinating, no drinking. We're going to meet the inspector if I had to drag you by the tail feathers. Rooftop cafe overlooking the Bastille Square is the perfect spot for a friendly rendezvous. It's far too cold to be meeting on a rooftop cafe. Why couldn't the inspector have chosen a comfier location? Wonder if Tremaine's voice is actually more Spanish. It seems like it's close to senor. Maybe it is Spanish. Oh well. Who knows? Maybe the inspector likes the view because it reminds him of his days guarding the old Bastille under the Ancien Regime. Wait, you think the inspector worked here during the Ancien Regime? Do you think that's how he got his water wounds? Not a joke, Sparrowson. Pretty sure the inspector isn't that old. Well. Severin, what are you doing here? Settle down, JJ. Just like you, I was invited here by the inspector. What could he want with all three of us? It is hardly unusual for the lawyers and police of France to collaborate. The inspector probably has a big investigative role that requires all hands on deck. A big investigative role? Sounds juicy. Oh, by the by, did you hear what happened to Judge Romulus? No, what? He escaped from prison before we could even try him. Rumor has it that the wolf bribed his jailkeeper and then fled for the hills. So he escaped justice. For now, but don't fret. Nobody manages to escape the long arm of the law forever. Speaking of which... Ah, good. You're all here. Excuse me, Monsieur, Mr. Inspector Valetti, sir. Once you is, Mr. Is there so much Inspector Valetti, sir? Falcon and I were wondering, when did you get your injuries while defending the old Bastille prison? Did you? Don't track me into this, you fool, I was joking. You impudent whelps, I'm not that old. I sustained these injuries during the July Revolution, 18 years ago. I was a royal guard, just a lowly peon. The air was thick with gunpowder and blood. Oh, great. Now you've set him off. You were given the order to charge at a rebel barricade. My comrades and I fastened their bayonets. Suddenly, boom! Without warning, a gunpowder keg exploded. My comrades were dead. I was heavily wounded. That's when I looked up, and saw a looming figure standing between the gargoyles of Notre Dame. It was the Viridian Killer himself. This is a fascinating story, Inspector, but perhaps you could tell us why we are here? Oh, right. Of course. Why we're here. What I'm about to tell you is to remain strictly confidential. You understand? It's a matter of national security. As you've probably heard, France is under threat from a certain heinous group. Hipsters. Hipsters. It's true. The other day I was called a pop-loving pleb for enjoying shopping. Now it's not the time for joking, you two. The inspector's obviously talking about the growing rumors of an uprising. Correct. A rebellion is coming. Indeed, rebels. There's a storm brewing in the shadows of Paris. We, the Paris Police Department, have known about it for months, no, years. In every tavern and on every street corner, people talk of organizing protests and overthrowing the government. The king has ordered for public gatherings to be dispersed and newspapers to be censored, but the whispers of dissent remain. No surprise there. If you take away an angry citizen's ability to speak, they'll just get even angrier. Indeed. And that's why it's paramount that we find and strike at the heart of the rebel group as soon as possible. For that, I need your help. What exactly do you want us to do? Interview citizens, scout locations, find a secret rebel hiding meeting spot location that has escaped the eyes of the police. Do we have any leads? Just one. We know that the rebels are having weapons supplied to them by a crooked merchant who is only referred to as the Croquet Monsieur. Like the sandwich? What? The Croquet Monsieur. It's a hot sandwich, cheese, ham, a little bechamel. Throw on some peppers if it's a Friday night. This has nothing to do with sandwiches. Croquet Monsieur is the alias of an accomplished and notoriously dangerous arms dealer. In any case, that's everything the Parisian police know. That's everything? That's all you have to demonstrate after years of tracking? Naturally, as a public prosecutor, it is my duty to help the police with their investigative work. I'd be honored to lend any and all assistance. Suck up. That's very good to hear, Monsieur Cocorico. What about you, Falcon? Well, to be honest, Inspector, I don't quite understand why you're asking me. I'm a private defense attorney. I work for citizens who get stuck in legal trouble. Rebel hunting isn't quite my forte. You want to know why I'm asking you? Look around you, Falcon. We are surrounded by corruption and incompetence. The judges are bloodthirsty wolves, the jailers are thieving ravens, and the National Guard are sitting ducks. So the imagery is not exactly literal. It's more representative. Look at the slackers and dullards who supposedly protect and serve this country. Nobody cares about justice anymore. You saw my shameful display at the previous trials. Those are the results I produced with imbeciles to assist me. But you three, you care. Falcon, I saw you defending Dame Cataline and Prince Juan. I heard of your escapades around the city, frantically collecting evidence and interviewing witnesses. Frankly, you did more investigative work over the last month than I've seen any policeman do in a year. Not including myself, of course. But Dame Cataline, it doesn't matter. You have passion and conviction, and you aren't a total bird brain. By my book, that makes you a fantastic investigator, even if that is not in your job description. At least when I get paid extra. So what do you say? You want to sit around your office twiddling your thumbs until another pointless job offer falls into your lap? Or do you want to take this opportunity to do something great and help us track down the animals who wish to harm our glorious nation? Thanks, but no thanks. What happens? I am very curious. I don't think so. Sorry, Inspector. Come now, Falcon. Let's not make any hasty decisions. What would it take for me to change your mind? Some compensation would be nice. I'm a private attorney, Inspector. Severin is paid by the state, but I am not. I'd be happy to collaborate with the government, but I need some sort of compensation. Ah, of course. What was I thinking? Now it's 50 francs up front and 50 more upon completion of your duties, son. That's not enough. I don't get out of bed for that sort of money, Inspector. Fine, fine. I could probably scrape a little more from the budget. But how does 70 francs up front and 70 on completion sound? That sounds just fine. That sounds just fine. Glad we could come to an agreement. Excellent. Here's your upfront fee. Do I need the francs for some reason? I better collect some more money. I don't want to keep you any longer than necessary. You already have all the key facts of the investigation. Find the elusive croquet monsieur. Find where the rebels are congregating. Those are your 2 tasks. I will check up on your progress in 3 weeks' time. See what you can accomplish by then. I'll be doing my own independent investigation into the rebel group, JJ. So I suppose this is a competition of sorts. Try to keep up with me. Don't make me laugh, Severin. Have all the rebel leaders behind bars before you even have your first suspect. Come on, Sparson. We have a cocaine monsieur to hunt. Okay, let's go. I knew a little competition would kick those bird brains into gear. Well, Inspector, this has been a productive meeting. I should probably start my investigation into the croquet monsieur too. Not so fast, Cocorico. There is something else we need to discuss. What was it? What was it? Oh my god, we go everywhere? Don't have enough time. Newly built bridge, boasts magnificent view of the Louvre and squeak passage across the Seine. Petit, Saint Petit Hospital is becoming renowned for its progressive attitudes toward medical care. Centuries of infamous concierge presenting accused taking them alike. Chateau Grenade. Our name associates. Let's go over here. How could he have escaped? That fucking guy? Fucking Raven? Why did we come here, Falcon? We don't have a client to defend. I had a thought. If we want to find criminals, then we'll probably talk to the person who deals with them every day. Ah, I get it. You're looking for Quark, that pesky jailer. Where is he? Could be his day off. Maybe we should come back another time. What? God damn it! That fucked me. Chateau Grenade. Ah, you there. I remember you. You guys can help me out with this little dilemma. What is it, mademoiselle? Which country is better? Great Britain or the United States of America? Oh, Great Britain for sure. Suppose. Putting aside all prejudices, the British Empire is magnificent. I suspect that it will continue to prosper for years to come. The USA is still a young nation. Anything could happen to it. You think Britain is a safer option, huh? I suppose it would make for a shorter trip. What's this all about? What's this about, mademoiselle? Just wants to escape from the revolution. Well, I'm thinking of taking a trip. A long trip. Everywhere I go in Paris, people are angry and depressed. It's like violence is about to break out at any moment. I've saved up enough, so I'm going to get out of here. Follow my dream of starting a new life overseas. Who's going to look out the Chateau Grenade? Well, with the Baron's passing, they've decided to auction off his estate. I think the Demaos were showing some interest in the household, so I guess they can handle the household duties themselves. The Demaos, you say? Interesting. Anyway, this might be the last time we'll see each other, so I'll just say au revoir, Sparson. Au revoir, Monsieur Falcon. Farewell, mademoiselle. I wish you a pleasant voyage. So long, mademoiselle. Don't let those limeys push you around. Hey, Falcon, I think we forgot something. Hmm? The rebels, the Croquet Monsieur, all that juicy investigation stuff. We're supposed to be asking questions. Alright, that completely slipped my mind. It's no matter. Pauline didn't seem like the type to get involved with rebels and arms dealers. She probably knew nothing. I suppose. In any case, she seems to be the only one with enough sense to escape before the violence starts. Yeah. This is taking much too long. I am gonna be fucked. Ah, yes. I can talk to them. Oh, what the hell was this? Les Cox? What a view. You can see the July column so clearly from up here. Ah, Cocorico, you're already here. Do you have news about the Croquet Monsieur, or is this about the other matter? Here you go, as requested. The full register of those who entered Paris and law school, and the full list of graduates. Very good. Let's take a look. Now, could you please tell me what this is about, Inspector? What exactly are you looking for? Look at this list of graduates. Do you see any names you recognize? I see my own. Class of 1837, and I see that moronic prosecutor, Rupert Rabington, under the class of 1846. Well, there's J.J. Falcon's name in the class of 1832. Very good. Now take a look at this register page from 1829. See anything amiss? Well, I don't see JJ's name. I'm not quite sure what that implies, Inspector. The explanation is simple. J.J. Falcon changed his name sometime between 1829 and 1832, right around the time of the July Revolution. And why would he do that? Why, indeed. Monsieur Cocorico, you and I are roosters. We are birds of justice, birds of French national pride. But Falcon, he's a bird of prey. He's in his very nature to draw his talons and lash out at those around him. I have no doubt that when the pressure rises, he'll show his true colors. I'm not sure if I agree with your personality assessment, Inspector. I've always suspected that JJ was a buffoon, an imbecile, and a troglodyte, but never would I describe him as a person of malice. Time will tell. Do you need me for anything else, Inspector, or shall I continue my investigation into the Croquet Monsieur? There's one more thing. Take this. A pistol? No thank you, Inspector. These are dangerous times. If you face a violent threat, you cannot hope to defend yourself with that riding crop of yours. I'm well aware. I just find that these ghastly things tend to escalate situations rather than mitigate them. That's what everyone says during peacetime. Take it. Thank me when it saves your hide. Fine. I'll keep hold of it. Well, Monsieur Cocorico, you have been most helpful. I'm just doing my duty. Good day, Inspector. Oh my God, there's enough talking from that guy. Arnhem Associates. Well, this is most unexpected. Monsieur Falcon, Monsieur Sparrowson, I believe this is our first time meeting without disguises or pretenses, as it were. Oh, but first things first. Mousy, would you kindly fetch our guest some tea? Of course, Monsieur Revolpes, of course. Messieurs, what sort of tea would you like? Chamomile? Darjeeling, maybe? How about coffee? I don't suppose you have any coffee, do you?
Heresy.
Now, Mercy. If our guests prefer coffee to tea, that's not for us to judge.
I suppose they will be wanting milk and sugar too.
Oh yeah, 3 spoonfuls would be lovely.
You have no taste at all.
I apologize for Mousy. He is quite opinionated when it comes to matters of hot drinks. Can't blame him. Nah. Can't blame him. It's an important issue. Let's get down to business. What is it that you two came here for? We just have a couple of questions. Have you heard of the Croquet Monsieur? Have you ever heard of a person called the Croquet Monsieur? No, we aren't talking about the sandwich, unfortunately. Croquet Monsieur. Are you referring to the black market salesman? The man who claims to be able to procure anything, no matter how illegal? Yes, that sounds exactly like the person we're looking for. Do you know him? Me, personally? No, Monsieur. I just know of his vile reputation. I see. And do you have any idea how I can find him? Meeting the Croquet Monsieur face to face is not easy. The man doesn't make himself known to just anybody after all. I know. I should do a little investigative work of my own. Come back in 3 days, and I will tell you where and when you can find the Croquet Monsieur. That's an enormous help. Thank you so much, Monsieur Vulpes. Of course, there is a price. A price? It's just a small fee. A mere 30 francs. Hey, we saved your today over that Prince Juan business. Does this anyway show you gratitude? Monsieur Vulpes, you must understand that it is no personal errand. We're investigating on behalf of king and country. I'm sure your intentions are noble, Monsieur Falcon. But I am running a business here. A fox has to eat. 30 francs and I guarantee I'll find you the croquet. Monsieur, that is my final offer. What do you say? I'll take it. Here you go, Monsieur. Very good. As I promised, return in 3 days or later, and I will tell you where the Croquet Monsieur can be found. Rest assured that I will undertake my end of the bargain with care and diligence. I expect nothing less. Thank you, Monsieur Vulpes. It is my pleasure. Was there anything else you want to ask? Uprising. Monsieur Vulpes, have you heard any rumors of an uprising? Of course. These days, a man can't walk into a tavern without hearing angry men whispering about violence and revolt. I dare say that Paris may find itself in the midst of yet another revolution before the end of winter. What can you tell us about the dissenters specifically? Do you know where they are meeting? I'm afraid I only know what you can read in the papers, Monsieur. I know anti-government protesters were meeting out in the open until the government clamped down on large public banquets. With the banquets gone, who knows where the dissenters went? Underground, obviously. I see. Perhaps I can assist you with something else. No, that's all. That's all. Have a pleasant day, Monsieur Vulpes. As do you, messieurs.
It is ready, Monsieur Vulpes. It's ready.
I'm afraid you're too slow, Mercy.
Oh, bother.
He didn't want to make the coffee anyway.
Heresy.
Madame Cornell? Yeah, I don't want to go there. Alright, let's go to the pub. That's always where you get good pointers for rumors and shit. No drinking, bad Falcon. calm down, Sparrowson. I'm just here for information. Taverns are the first place to go to moan about the government. Therefore, they are perfect rebel breeding grounds. Oh, that makes sense. Ah, it's you two.
It's you two. What will be today? Wine or beer?
I'm afraid it's just questions for now, Madame Cornell. We're looking for a man called the Croquet Monsieur. Have you seen him?
No, that name doesn't sound familiar at all.
Okay. Have you heard of any of our patrons bad-mouthing the government?
Of course, this is a tavern, hon. If people couldn't come here to grow up and talk politics, where else could they go?
That's true. Has anyone stood out?
Well, just between you and me, the pair on the drinking floor have been acting very shifty. I'm not saying that they are rebels, but they're doing far too much talking, and not enough drinking, if you know what I mean.
I think I do. Thank you, madam. Let's see where to go. To the card room. Ah, our big fellow has returned. Need to play some cards, monsieur? Absolutely. Deal me in, monsieur. Very well then. Do you know how to play? Of course. I've been playing for years. Yeah, right. Don't get cocky, Falcon. Very good. I shall be the dealer. You bet 5 francs per game. Here we go. There. F for 21, yeah, whatever. Your turn, yeah, whatever. 2! Gotta stand. 9, Shit. I gotta stand. Hooray! Well played, monsieur. Here's your payout. Shall we have another round? No, I'm done. I think we're done. Maybe another day, monsieur. Understand. Feel free to come back any time. 149. That's good. That's beautiful.
And when said Mademoiselle told me to put the order in, no idea where she's going to keep them, though.
You know she hates being called Mademoiselle. You're going to get stuck with guard duty again.
You're right, you are, and madam, it is then. Wait, she ain't married, is she? So why do we have to call her madam?
Why don't you ask her yourself?
No way, she was straight up eating me alive if I asked that directly.
Wait, hush up. You smell that? Smells like eavesdroppers. Can I help you, messieurs? What are you talking about? What are you two just talking about before we rudely interrupted? I'd like to include you in our conversation, but to be perfectly honest, I don't think that's any of your business. Oh yeah, right, it's not our business. I apologize for asking, monsieur. Right, alright. No, I'm done. Any other croquet, monsieur? Monsieur, have you heard of a man called Falcon? Wait! There's a slight chance that these guys might be rebels, right? So if we ask directly, they might be scared off. Good point. I'll try to keep it so. The croquet monsieur, come here! Well, you have to learn from Sparrowson. Croquet monsieur, I know you know him. Tell me everything. Spill the beans. Call that settle. Ooh, the monsieur, did you say?
No idea what this guy is going on about.
Trying to pull the wool over my eyes, messieurs? I know you've met the man. Nope, I definitely can't think of anyone with that name. Have you heard of this croquet monsieur, Piero?
Yep, never heard of him. As far as I know, croquet monsieur is the name of a sandwich, not a gun salesman.
Hold it! We never said a gun salesman. If you've never heard of the Croquet Monsieur, how could you know he's a gun salesman? Well spotted, Sparson. You'll make a fine lawyer yet. Nerd, I messed up, didn't I? I suppose the carry's out of the bag. There's no way to cover that up. Okay, listen carefully. You didn't hear from me, but to meet the Croquet Monsieur. Actually, it would be foolish for me to explain it in public. It would be much easier if you just take this. Book of Judges? What is this, some sort of law book? The book's subject is not even important. Just take it. Ah, I see. It's the Book of Judges from the Bible. Old Testament stories of God smiting people and stuff. I appreciate the gift, Monsieur. I'm not religious. Nor am I. Then why are you? Just take it, you idiot. Bible books are what we used to pass around them code phrases, don't we? Code phrases? Piero, please. I'm trying to be low-key, and I can't do that to your mouth off with that big beak of yours. Right how you are. Try to forget what my friend said. Just with a little searching of the contents of that good book, you'll be able to get what you desire. Is that a religious metaphor? No, monsieur, I'm being very literal. Well, thank you very much for the gift, monsieur. But to be honest, I have no idea how this is supposed to lead me to our gun salesman. Ah, I see. Well, I hear that there's an excellent friar who performs Bible readings at the Notre Dame Cathedral. Perhaps if you show the man your new book, be able to find you a particularly spiritual passage. Are you sure this? Are you sure that this isn't all a religious metaphor? I feel like you're trying to convert me. I assure you, I am as secular as they come, monsieur. Friar Notre Dame Cathedral. Thank you, monsieur. I'll make a note. Was there something else you wanted? That's all. Thank you for your assistance, messieurs. It's nothing. Get out of here already. You two seem like decent fellows. You shouldn't get involved in this rebellion business. Just do whatever you need to do with Croquet Monsieur and get out of Paris. That's what a smart person would do. I appreciate the advice, monsieur. Are we ready to hit the road? Oh yeah. Are we ready to hit the road? Let's see. Collection of stories from the Bible's Old Testament given to you by Fontaine. Because you have a secret mission. Yeah, let's go. Yep, let's make a move. Alright, let's go. Notre Dame. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the grand atrium of Notre Dame Cathedral. Scaffolding lines much of the crumbling outer wall. Unperturbed, a handful of devotees are silently kneeled in thought. Here for a little prayer, are we, Falcon? Had no idea you were the religious type. Don't be silly. I'm following up on Fontaine's lead. Must find out Mystery Fire. So, do you think it's that hunched-over fellow over there? I bet it's him. He looks super suspicious. Could be. Let's show some tact. Excuse me, Monsieur Friar. You see? I was just following Sparrowson's voice. Do you even know what tact is, Sparrowson? Is he a wolf? What the hell? Welcome, my brothers. Welcome. All are welcome. Under the roof of the house of God. Are you here to confess your sins? Or perhaps you wish to join in our services? Oh God. It's gonna wreck my throat. Actually, Friar, we're here because... Falcon! That Friar! He looks eerily familiar. He does look familiar. Now that you mention it, he does look a little like the guy who delivers our post, doesn't he? What? No, that's not who I meant. And how does he look anything like our postman? Am I going mad? Your friend appears to be upset. Don't mind him. He's just in a huff because he thinks you look like the judge we once met. Judge Romulus. I get that all the time. I'm his twin brother, you see. Oh, good. I'm not going mad. Friar, would you say you had a good relationship with Romulus? We were close. But as you may have heard, he got in trouble with the law recently. I haven't seen him in weeks. Who's to say you're not Romulus? I see. I didn't mean to pry. It's no trouble. But tell me, why are you here, my brothers? Alright. Well, we have a couple of questions. What's with the scaffolding? What's with all the scaffolding? Is some sort of construction work going on? That's right. A little repair. A little renovation. It's no secret that the cathedral has seen better days. The cult of reason did a lot of damage back in the days of the revolution. But now we're all well on our way to restoring this holy place to its former glory. The cult of reason. The religion of Christianity. Hey Falcon, what's the difference between a religion and a cult? To be rude, Sparson. Don't worry, my brother. I understand how it is. To a young person, all ideologies look like gobbledygook in different packaging, don't they? Pretty much. And maybe you'll come to learn the differences as you grow up. I promise some ideologies are worth following to the very end. But let's not talk any more about cults and ideologies. Did you want anything else? Take a look at this. Friar, we have something we would like to show you. Well, our cheese letter. Oh. Could you take a look at this? We heard that you could give special passage readings. I see. You have your own copy of the Book of Judges. I think you will find chapter 58, verse 2, to be particularly enlightening. Let's see. Chapter 15, verse 2. This chapter follows the journey of Samson, the heroic judge with divine strength. In this part of the scripture, Samson is confronted by the men who are angered by Samson's notion of justice. Please, could you read the passage? Okay. 3,000 men of Judah went to the top of Rock Etam. They said to Samson, Knowest thou not, the Philistines are rulers over us? What is this that thou hast done unto us? And Samson said unto them, As they did unto me, so have I done unto them. As they did unto me, so have I done unto them. A beautiful sentence, wouldn't you agree? I feel like this is a trap. Oh shit. It's barbaric. It's a little barbaric, to be honest. I think as a society we've moved past the need for petty tit-for-tat revenge. You must understand that Samson was a judge. Not a judge of today who sits on a high chair and files endless paperwork, but an old judge, a holy judge, a shofet. Shofets were to be admired and feared. They made their own judgments and dispensed their own punishments. I'm starting to ramble, aren't I? Okay, let's get back to the point. The key word of the day is Etam. That's the name of the cave where Samson hid. The Rock of Etam. Etam, got it. I'll make a note. It sounds like a backwards mate, but I'm confused. What do we do with this key word? That is for you to learn on your own, my brothers. You appear to be intelligent. I am sure that if you put your faith in the right people, you can uncover the truth. We'll see what we can do. Is there anything else I can help you with today? Perhaps you wish to make a confession.
Oh, that's all. I think we're done here. Thank you for your time, Freya.
Go in peace, my brothers.
Etam, mate. Etam, mate. Oh well, whatever. Monsieur Vulpes managed to dig up some good information, I trust.
There is good news and there is bad news.
Hit me with bad news first.
The Croc Monsieur refuses to speak with anyone who does not know a secret password. And I'm afraid I was unable to procure that particular password.
Let's see, there's a problem. So what's the good news?
If you want to meet the Croquet Monsieur anyway, heard that he lurks around the Rue des Marmousets on Friday evenings.
The Rue des Marmousets? Oh, the Monkey Road by Notre Dame? That's easy enough to get to.
I apologize that I could not be of any more help.
There's no problem at all, Monsieur. You've given us a fantastic lead. Rue des Marmousets on Friday. I'll be there. I don't think we know what the password is.
We do?
Come on, Falcon. Don't be a bird brain.
Shan't delay you too any longer.
Sure you have a lot of investigative work to do. Yeah, we do. Thanks for your help, Monsieur Vulpes. Oh no, my voice.
Nestled beside Notre Dame Cathedral, this dark alleyway houses a number of special, unusual shops and parishes.
Let's go to Justice House.
Ah, Judge Maxime. Oh, hello. Oh, hello, Monsieur Falcon. And, Bluebirdton?
Sparrowson.
Right, Sparrowton.
Your Honor, we heard that you had an accident with a flight of stairs. It's good to see that you're back on your feet.
Flight of stairs? No, I was actually assaulted, if you can't believe that.
I can believe that.
I was just standing by the sea and minding my own business, and next thing I know I was on the riverbank, 100 kilometers downstream.
100 kilometers? That sounds a little familiar.
When I woke, I had a mild case of amnesia. There was an axolotl accountant. It took 2 weeks for me to return to full mental health.
In any case, Your Honor, it's good to see you back and healthy. Would you mind if we have a couple of questions by you as a part of an investigation we're undertaking?
By all means, ask away, monsieur. Have you heard rumors of an uprising? Judge Maxime, have you heard any rumors about an uprising? Of course, tons. You have no idea how many criminals write about bringing down the government. You know, I was the one in charge of prosecuting the ones behind the June Days of Uprising of 32. June Days Uprising of 32. That was some messy legal work. What about recently? Have you had anyone talk of anything specific? Well, I'm not attached to the case, but I'm not. I hear that imposter Judge Roman has had some very strange things to say. Cults, anarchy, fire, and gunpowder. The man is not mentally stable. We knew that much already. The Croquet Monsieur? Judge Maxime, have you heard of a person called the Croquet Monsieur? You're referring to the arms dealer, aren't you? Yes. Have you ever convicted him? No. The man is notoriously unfindable and uncatchable. I don't think anyone working in law enforcement has so much as seen his face. It's crazy. Well, there's no reason why we can't be the first to stop him, right? Well gone. That's all. That's all. Thank you for your time, Your Honor. Anytime, messieurs. A new day. Let's go to the library. Sure, why not? Time to hit the books, am I right? If you're looking for the Croquet Monsieur recipes, I guess that would be the cooking section. We aren't here for recipes, person. This librarian fellow seems pretty intelligent. If there's anything we've overlooked, he would know. Oh, would you mind lowering your voices? You're disturbing me doing my daily crossword. No, I should have known. It's the two Harlequins. It's good to see you too, monsieur. We have some questions. Of course you do. Fine. Let's get this over with so I can get back to my puzzle. Do you know about an uprising? Can you tell us about an uprising? An uprising? Do you care to be more specific? A Paris uprising. You two cannot be serious. You want me to talk about every rebellion, revolution, and revolt that Paris has ever been through? We'll be here all night. What about an uprising that hasn't happened yet? A future uprising. I read the newspapers, messieurs. The government tries to strangle the media, but the truth shines through the gaps of censorship. The citizens' contempt for our current leaders is blatant. A future revolt is a very real possibility. Oh, the people did not like the government, apparently. That's all I know. I see. Let's try asking something else. Croquet Monsieur? Are you the Croquet Monsieur? Have you heard of the Croquet Monsieur? A sandwich? Of course I've heard of it. No, I mean the person with that name. No, that doesn't ring any bells. I'm familiar with the Earl of Sandwich, if that is any help. Wait, you gonna become the Earl of Food now? I'm in the wrong profession. Never mind. We'll try something else. That's all. Hello, we've been barking up the wrong tree. Thank you for your time anyway, monsieur. I bid you good day. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. It's actually the elephant. No, say it ain't so. I can talk to that, Toussaint guy, I guess. Well, if it isn't the rude lawyers. You owe me, you big guy. I owe you? Yep. My fishing line snapped when I drank you out of the water the other day. I had to buy a new reel. So, the way I see it, you owe me 2 francs for the fishing line and 1 million francs for saving your life. I have 1 million and 2 francs. Really? But you look so bourgeois. Alright, I tell you what, 2 francs for the line and we'll call it even. Fine. Here's 2 francs. Consider it a gift for gratitude for saving my life. Much thanks, monsieur. Now, why are you here? Well, we're here. Alright, we have some questions. How's the fishing? So, caught anything good? Today? Not a kipper. This new fishing line is really good, but I've run out of good bait. So it's basically useless by itself. It's quite an issue. So, if we were to offer you some bait, would you be able to lend us some line? I guess. Spellison, why would you even ask that? You don't have any use for fishing line. Just checking the possibilities. You never know when we might need fishing line in the future. Why would we ever need fishing line? Actually, don't answer that. You're a ridiculous person. Maybe I can help you with something else. Croquet, monsieur? You're the man called the Croquet, monsieur. Man called the Croquet, monsieur? No. Nope. Doesn't ring any bells. It's a strange name, though. Did a man name himself after the sandwich? Or is the sandwich named after him? Absolutely no idea. I can only aspire to have a sandwich named after me one day. The Sputtlesome. Thick slices of white bread, mayonnaise, cheese, chicken, bacon, slices of sausage, honey glazed ham. Stop. You give us all heart attacks. That's all. I think we're done here. Happy fishing, monsieur. Bye, monsieur fisherman. Hey, you know I hate being called that. Okay, it is time to the Rue des Marmosettes. Is that him? Nah, it's too obvious. Must be. Excuse me, monsieur. I don't recognize you fellas. Yous fellas. What's the password? Password? Eto. Oh, I took you fellas for bird-brain cops, but you actually know the secret password. So, what do you want? Well, let's start with the introductions. You are the Croquet Monsieur, are you not? That's the Croque Monsieur to you. Mon Dieu, people always get the pronunciation wrong. Okay. I'm not really hearing the difference. In any case, Monsieur Croque Monsieur, my name is... Don't tell me, idiot. Bringing up names can mess up the entire meeting. What do you think I use an alias? Just tell me what you want. Drugs, guns, explosives, slaves? Come on, I don't have all day. Well, to be honest, what I really want is... a fancy gun. What have you got? Yeah, what about it? A fancy gun. I need an exquisite firearm that can't be brought from... well, from any old blacksmith or merchant. Ah, you're a man with discerning tastes, huh? Take a look at this. It's my own custom manufactured masterpiece. The greatest pistol in the world. Double-barreled, ivory-handled percussion cap, of course. It takes mini ball animation, so it's super accurate. Certainly quite something. I'll give you this one right now, right here and now for 500 francs. 500 francs for one gun. It looks nice, but it can't be that good. Listen, this is a one-of-a-kind gun. Double-barreled mini ball pistol. That's cutting-edge technology. Frankly, you're rubbing me blind at 500. So you're gonna take it or what? To be honest, I don't really have that kind of cash ready to hand over right now. Right here and now. It's quite alright. We can do installments. How's 50 francs a month? 10,000% APR. Sound. Well. Santa Mary, it's the fuzz. Cheese it. Wait, Monsieur Croque Monsieur. Come back. Never fear, Falcon. I'll tell you the dastardly fellow. Don't get too close, Marison. That crocodile's got a gun. What's all this ruckus? Playing cops and robbers, are we, JJ? Are you blind, Severin? That was Croque Monsieur. We were on the crux of extracting some vital information about the rebels, but your smug entrance just ruined everything. That was the Croque Monsieur? I never would have guessed. You don't sound very concerned. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm quite impressed that you managed to track down such an elusive criminal. But I have something much more pressing that I need to discuss with you. More pressing than fighting the rebels? Perhaps. JJ, I want you to answer this question sincerely and honestly. Did you go by a different name prior to enrolling at Paris Law School? What? What does that have to do with the rebel investigation? Or to do with anything, for that matter? I would appreciate it if you just answered the question, JJ. I need to hear it from your own beak. Have you ever gone by a different name? That's none of your business. I don't talk about that shit. I don't think that's any of your damn business, Severin. Keep out of my personal history. Hostile defensiveness. The desperate strategy of a guilty man. I don't appreciate your accusatory tone. You sound just like Inspector Velotti. Wait, that's it, isn't it? The inspector ordered you to dig up some dirt on me, didn't he? Answer me, Severin. What is going on? What did Inspector Velotti say? Man, I crock and run. It appears that you two are making solid progress with your investigation into the rebel group. I'll be sure to let the inspector know. Where are you going? We haven't finished our discussion, Severin. We have. I've learned what I came here to find out. Good day, JJ. Good day, Sparrowson. What? What was that all about? Doesn't matter. Severin is just poking his beak where it doesn't belong. Nosy. Blighter. So tell me about your little adventures, person. You lost a croque monsieur, I take it? Yeah. He looks like a stumpy reptile. But he ran like a gazelle. I lost him. No time at all. I see. Well, with the croque monsieur's late gone, our investigation has reached a dead end. Entirely. He dropped something during the chase. He dropped something? What exactly? I'll show you. Follow me. You need to do more exercise, Marison. Don't judge me. Mon Dieu, what is it now? Muscle cramp? No, my foot's hurting. I think I got something in my shoe. Well, grit your beak and bear it. This is around when you saw the crocodile drop something, right? Yeah, somewhere around here. Let's pull an investigation hat and find whatever it is. Area to examine. Oh yeah. See hanging bushels of onions. Bushels? That can't be right. It's sprigs. Sprigs of onions. How about bundles of onions? That's pretty neutral. Confederacies of onions? Okay, we're done. Blocks of onions? We're done. Noah's Bar. All animals are welcome. Except mosquitoes. You bloodsuckers can go get your fix someplace else. Noah feels pretty strongly about mosquitoes, huh? Well, he has a point. I'm not saying all mosquitoes are bloodsuckers, but... Well, Falcon, keep it classy. I'm just stating facts. Damned mosquitoes. An empty cart. Somebody has scrawled the word discarded on it. The owner's name, perhaps? I don't think so, Falcon. See the graffiti on the wall behind you? This wall. Somebody think that's funny. This wall, this cards, this funny, this floor, this roof. The sun is difficult to read. The paint has faded. Trou fruitier? Duc del Fruitier. There's nowhere it says that. You just made those words up. All words are made up, Falcon. Yeah, but you made it up even more. Does that street lamp look broken to you?
Yep, I think all lamps in this street has been vandalized. The ground is covered in glass from the broken panes.
Oh, that explains why my foot is hurting.
It does?
There's glass in the air, sole of my shoe. Must have thrown on some shards while chasing up the croque monsieur. Oh no, my good shoes are ruined. I wouldn't say good. You paid 20 cents for them. File this away is in the evidence folder. You want me to file away the broken glass? Yep, I'm filing an official formal complaint to the government. The faulty street lamp has ruined my shoes, and I'm owed compensation. Think I'm an official and better things to do than worry about your 20-cent shoes, person. Just see about that. You're satisfied we have real evidence to find? Except that is part of the real evidence. He must have also stepped in glass shards as well. But how will we find out? Yeah, this is the thing that Croque Monsieur dropped. It's a list. 40 muskets, 20 pistols, gunpowder, 3,000 musket balls. To be delivered to the sleeping city. This is an invoice. I don't see any names on here, but given the contents and quantities, the goods are probably intended for the rebels. Excellent find, Sparrowson. It was nothing. But the sleeping city, where could that be? Well, it's a city that sleeps a lot, so somewhere in Spain would be my guess. I'm pretty sure that the location is not a literal city. For one thing, we already know the city where the rebels are gathering. It's right here in Paris. The sleeping city is a code phrase, like a riddle. A riddle? Well, I'm stumped, and he is not getting us anywhere. Must find someone who can solve it. We need a person who is knowledgeable about all manner of riddles and puzzles. I know it all, huh? Precisely. In the meantime, I'll file this away for safekeeping. Do you think the croc dropped anything else? Probably not. Being pretty thorough with this. I think we're done here. Okay, I guess we can always come back if we think we've forgotten something. Except we won't. It's time to visit R&M Associates. Falcon and Sparrowson enter the R&M offices, but find it completely empty. Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse here. Where's Renard? No idea, but it's no matter. We have plenty of other leads to pursue. Oh, what's this? Is the room to your liking, mademoiselle? Don't call me that. My apologies, madam. But what are your thoughts? Is the room suitable? It's dark, cramped, and more than a little macabre. But he'll do. Excellent. I have hired private security to guard the entrance 24 hours a day. Rest assured, your weapons are safe. Tell me, Friar, are we doing the right thing? Of course we are, madam. There cannot be change without bloodshed. No revolution without revolution. Surely you aren't having second thoughts. Of course not. I want nothing more than to serve justice to the corrupted rulers of this country. When the time comes, I'll be the one to pull the trigger. Coolio. That's what they were talking about with the madame. I have glass. A know-it-all with the invoice. Library, I'm not sure. Sleeping City is a riddle, and he did say something about puzzles, so yeah. Do you think Nathan likes riddles? Of course, all librarians like riddles. Seems like a bit of a stereotype, that's all I'm saying. Stereotype or not, we have to hope that it's true. That Buffon is our best chance at getting to the bottom of this. Time to put our polite faces on. He's here now. Good day, Dromio and Dromio. Why, good day, monsieur. It's a pleasure to see you again on this fine day. Tell me, kind monsieur, do you like riddles? Of course. Here's one for you, messieurs. Why has 2 mouths and 4 ears, yet talks twice as much as it listens? You. It's you, messieurs. You. You come in here yammering and yelling, never stopping to close your beaks for 1 minute. Oh, very good, monsieur. And now, Sparrow, we need to get his good books. Oh, ho, 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 ho. What was that? Sorry, I can't fake laugh. Oh, mon Dieu. Stop this farce. You, messieurs, obviously have some inane riddle that you want solving. So let's hear it. Go on, spit it out. Alright, well, we were to say that there's a place called the Sleeping City in Paris. Where would it be? That's a new one. The Sleeping City. Got it. The crypts. The fucking catacombs. That's it, catacombs. Really? Of course. The riddle was trivially easy. There are plenty of locations that could be called a sleeping city, but only one place earns that title in Paris. Oh, and where would that be? We know the answer, of course, obviously. We're just fact-checking to make sure that you got it right. Think it through, messieurs. What kind of city is only inhabited by those who sleep all day and all night? I got it. Spain. Spain again. Don't be daft, Sparrowson. Spain isn't a city, but perhaps the monsieur is referring to the capital of Spain, Madrid. Nice sleepy place. Spain? Madrid? You two are remarkably dense, aren't you? Sleep is a metaphor. Actually, it's one of the oldest and most powerful metaphors in the history of literature. It symbolizes death itself. The sleeping city obviously refers to a city of the dead, a necropolis. Think, messieurs, think. Use your puny avian brains. Do we have any necropolises in Paris? Of course. The catacombs. Of course, the catacombs. The winding tunnels of the dead that lie beneath our very feet. Very good, monsieur. That's the first semi-intelligent thing you have managed to say all day. You have more questions, don't you? Ah, yes. Do you have a map of this underground tunnels? Tell us about the catacombs. Can you give us a brief rundown on the history of the catacombs? The cemeteries of Paris were overflowing by the end of the last century. It was a mess from what I hear. To create space, King Louis XVI ordered for old skeletons to be excavated and put into the unused mine tunnels that lie under the city. So with a little renovation and many years of hard work, the mines were successfully turned into a subterranean mausoleum. So, what? It's basically a grave for a few thousand skeletons? Millions, more like. Don't underestimate the size of the tunnels, messieurs. How can we get in? I know that the bourgeois like to tour the catacombs, don't they? Correct. It was quite the bourgeois tourist hotspot some 20 years ago. But if you were hoping to pay a visit, you are too late. The church had all the entrances sealed shut fairly recently. Why would the church do that? Believe it or not, I consider the turning of a mausoleum into a tourist attraction to be in poor taste. Oh, right. They shut down all the entrances? Really? Surely there must be one or two left untouched. If there is such an entrance, it is not public knowledge. I see. That's all. I think we're done here for now. Thank you for your time, monsieur. Good day. The Sleeping City really is the Paris catacombs, then there must be some way to get in. An underground tunnel network would probably be connected to the city sewers, right? So we just need to find the right manhole, and boom, we're in spooky, scary skeleton town. That's a good idea. Or maybe it connects to the Seine. Perhaps some swimming is in order. You two dunces are gonna get yourselves killed. If you really wish to visit the catacombs, you would be best off asking those responsible for the closures. The dead people? The church, monsieur. The church would know if any unsealed entrances still exist. Oh, right. I know it wants me to go there, but should I go there? Should I go there? I have no choice but to go there. Notre Dame. Did you sneak out to the Louvre again? I keep telling you, my brother, you can't risk being seen. There is too much at stake. Silvius. Oh, but the good word must be spread, my brother. We need as many supporters as possible. Oh my god, why are there so many wolves? No more sulking in the shadows. No more carrying in the dark. We must rise up against our oppressors. Oh, but before I forget, here's your pen back. I borrowed it. Again? Tisk. What happened to yours? I lost it. So careless. Don't sweat the petty things, brother. Let's focus on removing the obstacles that stand in the way of our father's dream. Right. Like the annoying little bird has been poking his beak into our business. He is dangerously close to uncovering our secrets. You want me to take care of him? It would be in our interests. I have a trap in mind, but... someone's coming. Go hide. My brothers have returned. What can I do for you today? A confession, perhaps? Actually, Friar, we're here for information. Want to learn about the catacombs that lie under Paris. The catacombs? You don't want to go there, my brother. It's a wretched and haunted place. Sure it is, but we know that the church was responsible for having the entrances sealed shut. So we figured that maybe there's a super secret friar only entrance that only you know about. A secret entrance? That's an interesting idea. You know, you're not the first birds to have asked about that. What? Yes. A cockerel paid a visit yesterday. Perfect posture and snoot deal, one-eyed and scowling. The first. A prosecutor. I think he said he was. Anyway, I'll tell you the same thing I told him. If you venture into the catacombs, you will not return. Understood? Was that a threat? No, no. Just a friendly word of caution. We wouldn't want anyone to get lost in the endless maze, would we? Now, if you two would excuse me, I have a sermon to prepare. Be on your way. Damn, another dead end. Maybe it's time to wrap this up and go to the inspector, tell the inspector what we found and call it a day. Don't quit just yet. I managed to take something from a flyer's pocket when he gave his little warning. Seriously? Again? This is becoming something of a bad habit for you. Well, go on then, let's see what you have pilfered. This? You found this pen in the friar's robes. Yep. Interesting. Actually, it's more than interesting. This is amazing. This is the exact same pen that Judge Romulus uses. It even contains the same green ink. Do you think it's exactly the same pen, or do you think Romulus and Remus just have the matching set? I honestly don't know. But I do know that this may come in handy. I'm gonna keep hold of it. I'm still at a dead end though. My gut tells me that the friar is hiding something. I can't get him to cough it up. It's not like we can beat information out of him. Let's just go do other stuff, and maybe we'll stumble across some more clues. Maybe you're right. Let's go. They said he was there. Oh, well, let's go over here. There he is, Person. Go ahead and say what you need to say. Oh, yeah. He hadn't actually visited the hospital yet. Okay. Excuse me, Dr. Fellowrat. I just want to thank you for, giving me an antidote and, making me well and stuff. It's no trouble at all, Sparrow-san, wasn't it? Of course, that is a small matter of the debt. Right. Let's see. 1 hospital bed, 1 dose of specialized antidote, expert medical care from the attending physician. The total comes to 500 funks. Falcon? Can I get an advance on this month's pay? And next month's? And maybe the months after? Calm down, Sparrowson. I'm sure the doctor's a reasonable man. He'll surely allow you to pay in installments. Of course, of course. Ah, thank goodness. With my current wages, I will be able to fully pay off the debt by the 20th century. Hey, your pay isn't that bad. No, there's no need for quibbling. I have a suggestion. A suggestion? You messieurs are lawyers, yes? If you do some pro bono work for me, I may be able to knock the bill down a little. Maybe to say 100 funks? Oh, that sounds much more manageable. What kind of legal work do you have in mind? Debt collection? Sounds time consuming. No. Sorry, Doctor, but we don't have time to be playing hired muscle shenanigans. I'm actually in the middle of a very important investigation. Falcon, please! I don't want to spend my whole life paying the price of eating a bad chocolate wrapper. Let's hear the good doctor out. Alright. There is a man I dated for a small injury a couple of years ago. He's been evading my attempts at collecting on his bill ever since. I would normally pursue medical bills so aggressively, but I know that the man is a successful inventor. He can easily afford to front the bill. I would greatly appreciate it if you would pay him a visit and strong-arm him into loosening his purse strings. Well, I'm not making any promises, but maybe we can swing by the inventor's house if we have a free minute. Thanks, Falcon. And thank you, Doctor. We'll dedicate every waking moment to collecting this debt. Wait, I didn't agree to that. Every waking moment. I suppose it's something to do. Atelier de Trouver. Realize the workshop of Gustave Trouver, eccentric engineer and inventor. Can I see a doglet? Come in. Are you Monsieur Gustave Trouver? I am, and you are? Lawyers, let's talk. Well, lawyers, sent on behalf of Dr. Faure, we're here to collect the debt that you owe. It's time to pay up, monsieur. Oh, mon Dieu, I completely forgot about that. Listen, I would be happy to pay, but it looks like I don't quite have enough money on hand. What to do? What to do? I know! I have a brand new invention that will blow the doctor's socks off. It's a device that will completely revolutionize the surgical field. I imagine the doctor would prefer hard cash over some gadget. No, trust me. This baby will easily be worth 100,000 francs. The doctor will love it. Alright then, hand the device over. I'll pass it along to Dr. Faure straight away. Well, it's not that simple. The device isn't finished yet. What is it, an MRI? It's not finished. I know exactly what needs to be done, but I'm missing some crucial parts. Perhaps if you had some time to spare, you could help me out? Run out and collect what I need? What? No, monsieur, that's absurd. If you have shopping to do, then you should do it yourself. Falcon, please, help the man. I can't spend the rest of my life in debt. Alright. No need to get all panicky. We'll hear the man out at least. Great. I'll take notes. What is it you need, monsieur? Let's see. I need a couple pots. What? As in, like a saucepan? What on earth for? It's a necessary component of my invention. I can use it to build a portable electrical battery. You see, when a zinc rod is suspended in sulfuric acid accompanied by a salt copper surface, a current is generated. Save your scientific mumbo-jumbo. One metal pot should be trivial to acquire. One copper pot. Oh, the copper pot is important. Okay, one copper pot. I wonder where we could find one of those. I've seen a copper kettles at Les Halles market, although those things aren't too cheap. Can't help but feel that I saw a copper pot somewhere else. What else? String? High-grade string to bind some components of the device together. Seems simple enough. I imagine Les Halles market would have that in abundance. Can you really afford to blow our whole budget at the market, Falcon? Surely there's a cheaper way to acquire string. Look, I have a loose thread in my jacket. Take it. String must be higher quality than that, monsieur. It's something that's fishing line grade. Ah, I see. Was there anything else you wanted, monsieur? Some books, confectionaries, alcohol, groceries, perhaps? No, that's everything. Alright, I've got it all written down. One copper pot and one real string. The string, obviously, I know where to find. Pot. I think I've seen a pot somewhere before, but I don't remember. I feel a little conned. Came here to collect on a debt and left with a shopping list. We're going to follow through and get Monsieur de Trouver's items, right? We'll see. Rue des Marmosettes. There he is! That's the rooster. Shot the croque monsieur. I think we're getting close to unraveling this whole rebellion nonsense. That's not Dodo's person. We're nearly there. Alright, let me just deal with this letter first. Spam? I don't think so. It's from Cocorico. Severin? Well, go ahead, Sparson. Let's hear it. JJ, if this letter reaches you uninterrupted, then it means that I have been captured or killed by the rebels. What? Last evening, the inspector gave me a tip-off at midnight trade between the rebels and the Croque Monsieur and Rue des Marmousets. I intend to watch from the shadows, but I know that such a mission is a dangerous one. Wish me luck. If this is the last correspondence you ever hear from me, then I suppose I should end on a positive note. Falcon, you're a good friend and an excellent lawyer. I'm sorry for belittling you all these years. Kind regards, Severin Cocorico. Is this for real? There's no way. This letter has to be some sort of setup. That's Severin's handwriting. Where do you think he is? I don't know. Why would he go alone? I don't know. But we have to go help him, right? I mean, if that raid was at midnight last night, and it's 10 o'clock now, he might still be okay. Maybe. I don't know. Come on, Falcon. Pull yourself together. We got to act fast while there's still time on the clock. Sparson, I have a bad feeling in my gut. Well, yeah, me too. This letter is terrifying stuff. No, you don't understand. I know that if Severin isn't already dead now, he will be very soon, and there is nothing we can do about it. What are you talking about? You don't know that? I do. I am certain. We've messed up. We've missed something. We've overlooked something vital. Now Severin's fate is sealed. You're spouting defeatist nonsense. Come on, Falcon. Let's go visit the Rue des Marmousets. We might find a clue. Come on, Sparson. Keep up. No time for wheezing. If Cocorico was last seen around here, then there has to be a clue nearby. Right? The blood. There's a pool of blood here. Looks fresh. Cocorico's. I see drag marks leading towards that tunnel, which leads straight into the Seine. If I had to guess, someone was killed here last night, and the body was hastily disposed of in the river. I see several sets of bloody footprints too. Some are faint, but they lead that way, towards the main road. So he could still be alive. Let's see where the footprints go. Notre Dame. Here, the footsteps lead you right into the Notre Dame? It seems that way. Unbelievable. Where's the friar when you need one? Forget the friar. Let's keep following the blood trail and see where it ends up. Wait a minute, Falcon. Shouldn't we get the police involved before we go any further? The police can't be trusted. You remember what Severin wrote in his letter? The inspector was the one who gave him that tip-off. Huh? What are you saying? Did you think the police are in on this? At this point, anything's possible. We have to stay focused on the trail. Hey, wait up! That way leads straight down to catacombs. Man, I'm famished. When's that mouthy parrot gonna relieve me of my duty so I can go grab a snack? The trail keeps going. Hey, isn't that the concierge, goody, jailkeeper, Quack?
It's Quark, you dummies.
I had no idea that you were a religious man, monsieur.
I'm not. I had a career change. Private security pays much better than regular old jail keeping, you know?
Monsieur, we don't have much time, so keep it brief. We're following a trail that leads to the door behind you. We need you to let us pass.
The door behind me? Ah, you idiots. That door leads straight to the catacombs. You don't want to go there.
Catacombs?
And besides, just because I know how to get in doesn't mean I'm just gonna let you pass. I've got a job to do. I have integrity. I promised to act as guard, and that's what I'm doing.
You want a bribe, don't you?
Bingo. What you got?
Here's my fist.
Hey, what are you doing?
Monsieur, perhaps I wasn't clear. I am short on both time and patience. Are you going to tell us, let us pass? Or do I have to beat you until you are unable to stop us?
Jeez, no need to get violent, big guy. You can pass. The door's right behind me. Go on.
That's the door to the catacombs? It's that simple?
Yeah, it's that simple. What, were you expecting a hidden bookcase or something? Go on, go look. Yeah, what idiots. You're walking straight into a pitch-black maze without even a torch. I wonder. They get lost and starve, or they find the crazy lion girl and get shot. By the way, ain't my problem.
Upon entering the doorway, Falcon and Sparrowson find themselves at the top of the stone staircase that spirals into the abyss below. Yet it goes nothing. They begin the descent. I knew an underground passage would be dark, but this is ridiculous. I can't even see my hand in front of my face. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other, Sparrowson. I think this is the last step. Now it's just twisted tunnels ahead of us. I should take up smoking. If I smoked, I would have a match right now, and we would be able to see where we're going. Plus, you know, all the health benefits, and I will probably be calmer. Keep it together, Sparrowson. I know how to unravel this loose thread from my jacket. We can just trace this string to find a way back if I reach a dead end. Good thinking. Just like Theseus and Minotaur. Wait, there aren't any Minotaurs in here, are there? Head of a bull, body of a bull, scary stuff. That's not... Actually, never mind. Feels like there's a gap in the wall here. I guess the path branches. I can feel a slight breeze coming from the passage to the left. The air seems a little more stagnant to the right. Do you want to go to a breeze or stagnant? Breezy! The chance that a breeze could be caused by an opening. Let's head that way. Hey, Falcon. I don't want to dump on you or anything, but when you threatened Quark back there, it was pretty scary. Scary? Not really. Quark's all talk. There's no chance that he would fight back. No, I wasn't scared of Quark. You. I found you scary. Never seen you get so angry before. Severance and life is on the line, Sparrowson. Forgive me for showing a little emotion. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Oh, it looks like the path branches again. My eyes going funky from the darkness, Am I going funky from the darkness, or is there a glimmer of light coming from the right path? Oh, I see it too. There's definitely some light on that side. Follow the light path. It's definitely getting lighter. I can see my hands again. But that might just mean that we're getting close to an exit, right? Maybe this has all been a wild goose chase? Hush, listen. Voices? Voices. We're getting close. Wait, Falcon. Aren't you scared? Terrified. There they are. I'll ask one more time. What is your name? Are you with the police, the royal guards? Speak, bird. It's Cocorico.
Man, Beaumont, we've been here all night, and he simply ain't talking. He didn't react to coaxing, he didn't react to torture. Maybe it's time to, administer some justice?
Justice. That word.
Oh, the rooster finally crows.
You want to know who I am? Fine. My name is Severin Cocorico. I am a public prosecutor for the Cour d'Assises.
Well, Sevy, it's been a pleasure, but we can't be having spies running around our base operations now, can we? So without further ado, I hereby sentence you to...
Wait a minute, Piero. This is no ordinary spy.
Because he's a prosecutor?
No, because he's the bastard who condemned my father 10 years ago.
Whoa, are you sure?
I had my suspicions when I saw his smug air of arrogance, his holier-than-thou glare. But now that I know his name and occupation, there is no doubt. Do you remember, Bird? Do you remember the trial of a homeless lion in the winter of 1835? What was your father's name? Jean Beaumont. What were his crimes? His only crime was trying to feed a starving child. He took a handful of vegetables from a grocer's stand, not out of greed, but out of sheer desire to see me survive. But he was seen by a policeman, another arrogant cockerel like yourself, actually. Ah. So my father was thrown in jail. He was dragged to court. I had the privilege of watching the proceedings from the stands. I remember your sharp words. This man is a thief. This man is a scoundrel. He deserves the harshest of possible punishments for his crimes. You didn't care about the consequences. You didn't care about why my father did what he did. All you cared about was fulfilling your lust to see a criminal behind bars. My father received a sentence of 5 years. He died on his third. Do you remember him? Oh, he said, Mademoiselle. Mademoiselle, in all my days as a prosecutor, I've seen over thousands of cases. I'm not going to remember a single bread thief. You rotten conard! We're all just insects to you, aren't we? Who cares if a child starves on the street as long as you put enough criminals behind bars to meet your quota, am I right? Your silence speaks volumes of your guilt. Severin Cocorico, you have been tried by the people of the Second Republic. We have found you guilty on the counts of conspiracy, of the murder of the Croque Monsieur, and of the murder of my father, Jean Beaumont. Oh, I've been found guilty. Mademoiselle, if you want to shoot me so you can fulfill your revenge fantasies, then by all means, shoot me. But don't pretend for a moment that this mob resembles a court of justice in any form. A court of justice? Now there's a contradiction. Bird, you know nothing of justice. Frere Remus, read this man his last rites. With pleasure, madam. Falcon, we have to make a move. Say something. We'll speak up. What can I do? I'm a protagonist. Alright, I'm going in. I'm coming too. No, I need you to get out of here. Go find the police, Royal Guard, anyone. I'll stall for time. Falcon. Okay, I'll go get help. Do you have any last words? Just pull the bloody trigger and be done with it. Wait! Wait! He's right. This is a terrible trial. There's no evidence, no defense, no examination of the facts. You've dragged a man off the streets and decided his fate based purely on your own prejudices and whims. What the cluck does this bird brain think he is? I'm this man's defense attorney. I am J.J. Falcon. J.J., what are you doing? Defense attorney? You're a raving loony is what you are. Or a spy. I've seen this monsieur eavesdropping on our conversations before. He cannot be trusted. Everyone, please hear me out. Appeal? Appeal with what? Let's appeal to Piero. Piero, we've only met on several occasions, but you seem like a good person. You what, mate? You don't know what? You don't know that. You don't know the first thing about me. Well, regardless, surely you can see something wrong with executing a man without trial. Nah, we need a better friends. Then we all treated as equals. Blood's gotta be spilled to do that. Do you see, Falcon? This man's death is inevitable. For the good of France and in the name of justice, he must be killed. Justice. There's that word again. Madam, I won't presume to know who you are or what you stand for, but shooting this man right now would not bring you justice. It would only serve to satisfy your desire for revenge. Justice. Revenge. What's the difference? Fairness. Fairness, madam. Justice offers the accused a chance to defend themselves. It ensures that both sides are treated as equals. Yes. My father was not treated as an equal. Then maybe this is your opportunity to be the better person. Madam, surely you aren't entertaining the words of this heathen? Fine, Falcon. We'll play this your way. We shall have a formal trial for the murder of the croque monsieur. Excellent. Shall we head back to my office and file the necessary papers? Don't take me for a fool. You walk us right into a trap. We shall have the trial right here and now. Right here, in the catacombs. It's as good a place as any, I suppose we'll be needing a judge. I volunteer. No thanks, Piero. We're trying to form a courtroom, not a circus. Just go see how the security is doing, Piero. We don't want any more spies wandering in. Rightio. Why not pick him? Perhaps I can help, madam. You know I am a pious man, after all. Okay, Remus. You can be our judge, and I will lead the prosecution. What about the jury? With due respect, I don't trust your peers to be impartial. Look around you. As we speak, we are being watched and judged by countless dead men and women. They shall be our jury. That may work as a metaphor, but in practical terms, it is me who you
It is me you have to convince, Falcon. Convince me that this bird is not guilty. After all, I am the one who holds the gun.
Well, it looks like we are ready to get started. The trial of Severin Cocorico is underway. He stands accused of the murder of the man known as Croque Monsieur in cold blood. Madame Grimaud, please explain the details of what happened.
Very well. Last night at the stroke of midnight, 2 gunshots were heard on the Rue des Marmosettes. Piero alerted us, and we managed to arrive before the police did. On the scene I saw the man known as the Croque Monsieur, a good friend of ours, lying in a pool of his own blood. Standing over the body I saw the murderer, Severin Cocorico, still clutching his murder weapon. Am I to understand that you did not witness the crime firsthand, madam? That you only saw the aftermath? Yes, but one of us did happen to see the incident itself.
Ma'am, Beaumont, I found this here pigeon running around our tunnels.
I'm not a pigeon. I'm no pigeon, monsieur.
Is a spy in any case. Would say I execute him right here. It's alright. He's with me.
With you?
He's my assistant. Carries my bags and stuff.
Falcon, I trust that you do not have any other assistants lurking around the corner.
No, madam.
Then take your lackey out of my sight. Psst, Falcon.
What is it?
I saw someone looking in the catacombs. I think he was watching us from the shadows.
Another rebel?
I don't know. But he got spooked when I saw me. He dropped this.
What is that?
What's this? A political pamphlet. Cult pamphlet has been added to your evidence folder. Pamphlet on the Cult of Reason.
Cult of Reason? Well, I best be getting back to the patrols then.
Not so fast, Piero. You witnessed the crime firsthand, did you not?
I did, ma'am.
Then can you be our first witness? Go stand in the center.
Okie dokie. Do I need to say an oath or something? That will be necessary. We trust you.
Just tell us what you saw last night, Piero.
Okie dokie. I saw it plain as day. The Croque Monsieur was just minding his own business on Rue des Marmosettes, when all of a sudden, this here brute of a rooster appeared with his gun in hand. Bam! The rooster fired, Croque slumped on the floor. In the last of his strength, the Croque Monsieur drew his own gun, bam! The Croque fired back.
So, to clarify, Cocorico shot first?
Yes, ma'am. No questions there.
What happened next?
Well, I knew you guys, Fontaine, Remus, and you, ma'am, were only a stone's throw away at the cathedral, so I ran to get your help. We all arrived on the scene maybe a minute after I'd left.
But there I saw the dead Croque Monster and the murderous Severin Cocorico with my own eyes. Thank you for your report, Piero.
It's nothing, ma'am.
You see, Falcon, Piero is not the sharpest knife in the kitchen.
True that.
But he is honest to a fault. I would trust his word with my own life.
I don't doubt the man's honesty, madam.
Nonetheless, I would like to cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? What does that mean?
I don't claim to be an expert in law. That was always my brother's role in the family. But I think a cross-examination means that Falcon would like to waste our time by asking pointless questions.
Actually, it means I would like to make sure that Piero's story holds up under scrutiny. Yes, I will be asking questions, but only questions that directly relate to the case at hand.
Clearly a pointless stalling tactic, madam. Shall we put an end to the trial?
No, we'll let the bird have his little cross-examination. But I'm warning you, Falcon, don't mess with me.
Don't mess with you? I get the slightest inkling that you are rambling to stall for time, I will end this trial on the spot. Do I make myself clear? Start questioning Cocorico's shoe size or the color of the Croque Monsieur's underwear, and I will lose my patience. Yeah, I get it. Plain as day. Money's own business to Rue des Marmosettes. The location is fine. A rooster fired. Drew his own gun. Bam. Let's go with this. Pierre, say that Monsieur Cocorico fired first. Yep. The bird's expression was stone cold. Was Cocorico threatened? Did it look like Severin Cocorico was feeling threatened prior to the shooting? The end now. Nor did Croque Monster have his gun drawn. I don't think so. The Croque drew his gun, but that was only after getting shot. I see what you're trying to argue, Falcon, but I think that this may have been a self-defense killing. It's a fruitless line of reasoning. The cockerel approached the crocodile. He's the one responsible for the encounter. Still. Hey Falcon, these guys were buddies with the Croque Monsieur, so you won't be able to convince them that his murder was justified. You have to focus on the facts of the case, find an inconsistency, and prove them wrong. You're right. Let's try a different strategy. You have another question about Cocorico's gunshot? No. Bam. Plain as day. Claim that you saw the incident as plain as day. Yep, plain as day. How's your eyesight? It's alright, my beepers work just fine. That doesn't sound particularly convincing. I went hunting with Pierre once. He had no problem spotting boar at 80 meters. Quite often he would spot game even before I did. See, my eyes are fine. He was a terrible hunter though. Every time he saw a bull he would yell, "Wow, look at that piggy." He came back empty-handed. Me and my big mouth. Here's eyesight? Nope. Plain as day. Crime occurred at night. Pierre, I would like to remind you that this crime occurred around midnight. In February, on an overcast moonless night, in an unlit alley. What's your point? It would have been too dark to see. So then he could not possibly have correctly identified the people involved. Hey, I swear I saw. Hold on, Falcon. You slipped up. You said the alley was unlit, but I distinctly recall there being lanterns over Rue des Marmosettes. Oh, you distinctly remember that, huh? Oh, that's right. We live in La Ville Lumière. There's a gas lamp on every street. Right, Madame Beaumont. There are street lanterns over Rue des Marmosettes. But they wouldn't have been any good. The street lamps over Rue des Marmosettes were broken. They are completely non-functional. As proof, I present the glass shards that line the alleyway. These shards originate from the paint of the broken lamps. And I've still got holders in the sole of my shoe, double proof. Those glass shards could have come from anywhere. You could send one of your underlings to see the broken lamps for themselves, if you want. And waste more time? I think not. This sounds like a stalling tactic. Excuse me, Madame Beaumont. I don't remember whether the street lamps were or were not broken. I do remember that we had to use a torch to light up the scene. Hey, whose side are you on? I'm just saying, Falcon might be right. It was particularly dark, so it's possible that there weren't any lit street lamps. Are you saying I'm a liar? I thought we were buddies. Stop quibbling, both of you. Maybe the lamps were broken. Maybe they weren't. It doesn't matter. I know that Pierre's testimony is accurate because I personally saw the rooster at the crime scene 1 minute after Pierre did. 1 minute. That's plenty of time for the real murderer to escape and for a passerby to stumble upon the scene, is it not? You must acknowledge that that is a possibility. I acknowledge nothing. There is an inkling of doubt. You know that there is the slight notion that Piero may be misremembering what he saw.
Don't badger the prosecution, Monsieur Frogan.
I wasn't badgering.
On to the next witness. Madame Brumort, do you have anyone in mind?
I do. There is someone among us who is something of a gun connoisseur. A man who knows everything there is to know about the craft of weaponry. Oh, ask me again? Shut up, Piero. Get off the stand.
Yes, ma'am.
I call Fontaine forward.
Very well. Now, Fontaine, is it true that you're a gun specialist?
Well, I hate to brag, but yes, I know about guns. Their mechanics, their beauty. Have you heard about revolver mechanisms America is developing? Wonderful stuff. Fontaine, let's stick to the guns that were found at the crime scene. Tell us about those.
Oh, right. Very good. This is the gun found on Severin Cocorico's person at the time of arrest. The standard issue percussion lock Chatelaut Gendarmerie pistol, 24cm length, 15mm caliber. Lots of police and soldiers carry these dull things. It's a gun that says, I am a reliable man of the law.
That sounds like our Cocorico. Does it? Cocorico's always told me that a riding crop was his self-defense weapon of choice. Strange that he had a gun in the first place. Gendarmerie pistol has been added to your evidence folder.
This gun found on Croque Monsieur's corpse, clutched tightly in his hands. It's a turnover pistol, double-barreled, ivory-handled, 20cm length, 13mm caliber. It's an exquisite and highly customized gun. It's one of a kind. Whoever used this weapon knew this stuff.
The Croque Monsieur was a legendary arms dealer. It's no surprise that his personal weapon would be something so flamboyant.
But what's really fascinating about the Croque Monsieur's gun is the ammunition.
See, the bore of the pistol has been fitted with a set of grooves. Please stop, Fontaine. I didn't call you up to hear your show-off of gun knowledge. Tell us what you uncovered when you examined the Croque Monsieur's bullet wound. Right.
When a lead bullet was embedded in the middle of the Croque Monsieur's sternum and appeared to have a straight angle of entry.
So in other words, the Croque Monsieur was facing his killer when he was shot.
That's right. The other interesting point is that the Croque Monsieur's outer clothes were singed. This typically only occurs if a person is close enough to a gunshot to be directly burned by the gun's muzzle flash.
And how close does a person have to be burned by a muzzle flash?
Less than 3 meters, I would say. 5 at the very most.
Then there is no chance that there was a rogue sniper on the rooftops. The Croque Monsieur's killer was standing in Rue des Marmousets themselves. As is plainly evident, only one person was found in Rue des Marmousets at the time of the incident. Prosecutor Cocorico.
Well said, madam. I think you've just unequivocally proved this bird's guilt.
Not so fast. I would like to cross-examine the witness.
I don't think so. You're overstepping your bounds, bird.
Let the lawyer try, Remus. When he fails, there will be absolutely no doubt to anyone in the room that Cocorico's nothing but a bloodthirsty murderer. Standard issue 15mm Gendarmerie pistol was found. Turnover pistol. Let's see, because I did learn a bit about it. Fontaine, about the Croque Monsieur's turnover pistol. Tell us about the ammunition. You were about to say something about the gun's ammunition before Madame Beaumont cut you off? Could you give us the details? Oh, great. Now he'll never stop talking.
I'm glad you asked, Falcon. See, as you probably know, most bullets are just small, round lead balls, right? But that's not the case here. This particular weapon uses an advanced iron-tipped aerodynamic, carefully grooved. Actually, it'll be quicker if I just show you. Take a good look. This is an iron-tipped mini ball. It is very rare, top-of-the-line technology. Before last night, I have never seen one of these in person before.
Like I said before, the Croque Monsieur was a legendary arms dealer. It only makes sense that he would have access to the latest weaponry.
Where did you find this bullet, Fontaine?
In the turnover pistol's chamber.
Hold on, I'm confused. I thought the Croque Monsieur fired his gun, so how is it possible that his gun was still loaded with a bullet?
Turnover pistol is double-barreled. This means they can hold 2 bullets at once, ready to be fired in quick succession.
Ah, I see. Croque Monsieur fired 1 bullet but died before he could fire the second. I trust that you have no more questions about this matter, Falcon. You've wasted enough time already. Where is the other bullet? Not yet. Where is the other bullet? What other bullet? The fired mini ball. There were 2 shots that night, remember? One from the assailant and one from the crocodile.
I scoured the scene for a couple of minutes, but I couldn't find it. It's a pity. It would have been great to show 2 of these magnificent bullets.
Madame Beaumont, did anyone find the fired mini ball in Cocorico's body? In his body? You're asking if Cocorico was wounded by the bullet? No, that much is plain to see. So again I ask, where is the fired mini ball? Well, I don't have any clue. What are you trying to get at, Falcon? Isn't it obvious? If the bullet wasn't embedded in the alleyway wall, and it wasn't embedded in Cocorico, then that means it hit the murderer. The bullet hit the murderer, the real murderer. It must still be embedded in whoever attacked the Croque Monsieur. A ludicrous notion. Makes perfect sense. The double-barreled turnover gun, the missing bullet. Fine, how human. Let's say the bullet did indeed hit the real perpetrator. What of it? Well, it's only been a few hours since the shooting. Presumably the person will still have the bullet lodged in them. Find the person with the unique iron mini ball embedded in them, and you'll find the real murderer. That's reasonable. We don't have time nor resources to search every citizen of Paris to uncover an injured gunman. You don't have to search everyone in Paris. I believe the murderer is to be someone in this very room. Oh, you think we have a traitor in our ranks? I do. This was obviously a planned attack. Someone invited Cocorico and Croque Monsieur at the same place at the same time in order to create a setup. Only someone with a rebel's connection could engineer such an event.
This is ridiculous. Are you really saying that someone in this room was shot last night? That's clearly untrue.
A bullet wound can be concealed. Perhaps if you were to take off your shirts. No, I'm not having everyone in the room stripped down to their knickers just to cater to your outrageous theory. If you can't think of a more reasonable way to prove your stray bullet theory, then we end this damn trial here and now. A more reasonable way? That moment, a chill ran down Falcon's spine. He knew that his theory was true. It had to be true. But he also knew that he had no way to prove it. Madam, I assure you this will only take a moment if everyone could please just take off their outer garments. Frere Remus, why don't you go first? I'm not saying that you're the murderer, but if you have a bullet wound, then...
He's floundering, madam.
Agreed. I've heard enough of these rambling theories. Falcon, your respect for your comrade is admirable, and you displayed great valiance by leaping headfirst into the lion's den.
But you have failed to convince me of this bird's innocence.
Madame Beaumont, I implore you.
Not another word. We humoured you. We set up a court and went through the motions of a trial. And now the rooster's guilt has been formally proven.
We have more evidence.
Enough. The trial is over. Severin Cocorico, you have been formally tried by the people of the Second Republic. We have found you guilty on account of the conspiracy, of the murder of the Croque Monsieur, and of the murder of my father, Jean Beaumont.
Madam, please. JJ, it's all right. I've made my peace. This is far from all right. Dying in the name of a new republic at the hands of rebels. There are worse ways to go. It was good enough for Robespierre, right? Severin.
Tend to the body, Piero.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you plan to kill us too? Why would I do that? You two have done nothing wrong. I see no reason for you to be tried, let alone executed.
Your mercy is admirable, madam, but I fear if we let these two go, they will tell the police everything. It would compromise us. No, we promised to keep our beaks shut, right, Falcon? But we cannot trust the word of potential traitors. Madam, for the good of France, we must execute the birds right now.
Some man of God you are. I hate to admit it, but you have a point, Remus. This is an unpleasant situation. What to do? What to do? Okay, I know. I'm going to give you a choice. You have two options. The first is that I shoot you right here and now. That's not something either of us particularly want, but if it must be done.
What's option number 2?
You join us. We need lawyers to help bring the New Republic into fruition. Your skills would be very much appreciated.
Our skills?
Somebody has to draft new laws. Somebody has to file the paperwork to secure the New Republic's internationally recognized legal status. Somebody has to prosecute the officials who corrupted this country. Wouldn't that be a glorious job?
You mean prosecute the Prime Minister or the King?
We can discuss the specifics later. For now, I need to hear a decision. What will it be?
I would rather die. I would rather. Join you! I'd love to join you. The rebels and the Aviary attorneys. What a team!
Sparrowson, this is serious. Let me talk.
No, I know what you're about to say, and it was stupid. I'm not going to let you throw away both our lives so you can satisfy your stupid pride.
I refuse to work with the monster who murdered Severin.
You don't have to be angry and happy with the task. Just play along.
Are you two done conferring? We can't draw this out any longer. Fine. We'll work with you. Good. Then a verbal contract has been made.
So, what happens now?
Piero and Fontaine will lead you to La Canard Joyeux. I will finish up here and meet you in 2 hours. Needless to say, they shall be keeping a close watch on you. Don't even think about running.
Of course.
Then we're done here. Fontaine, lead the way.
Yes, ma'am. Come along, you two.
Severin,
you can't possibly be trusting these filthy lawyers, madam. You can't seriously be trusting these filthy lawyers, madam. They're probably plotting revenge for their dead friend at this very moment.
I do trust them. Throughout that trial, I got the impression that Falcon was trying to de-escalate the situation. Avoid violence. Such a viewpoint is naive.
but it is exactly what we need in this revolution.
But they will betray you.
They are stupid enough to even raise one feather against me. They will regret it. Well, Severin has died. Don't know how I feel about that. But, I have a slight inkling that nothing I would have done would have been able to help him. It's kind of like that Eris situation. Eris get, not gonna spoil it, although everyone should already know it. Final Fantasy 7. There was nothing I could have done. Nothing at all. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. The next one will actually be Genshin. Yeah. So I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Forgot to say that the last few times. Oh well. Peace.